build done. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, you already know. We in the build done. Also want to give a shout out to all my 2 2s and my 3 3s and my 2 2 2s and my 3 3 3s and my 7 7 7s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell notification, be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're gonna jump right in. What's going on, James Hudson? Welcome. I see you back again. As always, appreciate you coming out. And we're gonna talk about this this segment. So what I had for you guys today is stop trusting in your feelings, trust the truth, because the truth shall set you free. Now, just know that feelings, they lie to you. Every day, your feelings tell you something that's not going right. See, you might feel like that everything is not going right when it actually is going right. See, that's how your feelings they end up playing tricks on you. So when it comes to, let me see here, deceive you, your feelings will make you think something is going on when it's not. Have you guys ever been, James Hudson, have you ever been in a situation like that where you may have thought something? For instance, you might think somebody acting funny and then all of a sudden they really not acting funny, but that's what your feelings may have told you or shown you, like. But then when you begin to actually look back into the situation, whether it, from a spiritual stance, you realize that you was wrong, or you might realize that, oh, this person is not acting funny at all. You might feel like, oh, this person is, maybe I overreacted. Maybe I said something. Because a lot of times I've done that where I've may have looked into a situation and it was absolutely nothing going on wrong, or nothing actually happening. So when so we're gonna cover this. We're gonna cover why Pisces confuse the emotions with intuition. And also we're gonna talk about why do the feelings lie. See, but if you notice, your intuition never does. Now, we're going to talk about the 20 situations where Pisces feelings mislead them, okay? Like, I ain't going to lie, like, it's a couple situations that happen like this for me where, just by someone, and I believe, like, sometimes you can really think that something is going on wrong, but it might not even be like that. Sometimes people are just being extra quiet all of a sudden, or it might just be a situation where, sorry you guys, I'm at work, I'm trying to squeeze this live in, so bear with me with these sounds and whatnot. As you guys know, every time I go live, there's always some distractions. What's going on, Empress? Welcome. What's going on? What's the name? Himang. Hope I'm saying your name right. So yeah, when it comes to how to stop. Oh my God, they're blowing me up right now. Give me one second. Try to turn this down. So yeah. So when it comes to stop reacting from your emotions, I know it's hard. When you're a Pisces, it's very difficult to not react from your emotion because you feel so much, and then all of a sudden you might think that it's something actually going on, but you might just picked up on a little too much from that person. It actually could be you actually could be right, but it's not in the sense that you thought it, not in the way you thought it was. You probably thought it was towards you, but it actually was inwardly. And probably was just that person, they were feeling that way to themselves, had nothing to do with you though. But yeah, a lot of times a Pisces can really take something and think that it's against them, or directed against them. Also, we're gonna talk about how to speak from clarity and power. We're going to talk about how emotional people try to manipulate Pisces. That's why I said when you're dealing with Scorpio, you're dealing with other emotional water signs, or it could be an air sign. Anybody that's operating on an emotional vibration. Anybody that's coming to you with the emotions. So that would be someone like Cancer, and you got to be very careful. See, because that those emotional people, they would try to make you feel bad. They'll try to use your emotions against you, and you got to watch it. Now, also we'll talk about how Pisces can protect their mind, their heart, and their destiny. Now let's get into it. So I'm gonna give you guys some examples of how to speak on what's real and not how you feel. So that's just like if you were to call into work, you wouldn't want to call into work based on how you feel, because that can change. You might wake up and you might not feel like going in, but then after you start walking around, moving and grooving, then you realize that, oh, I should have took my ass to work. I ain't even feeling, I didn't feel like that all day. It was just when I woke up. So if you see if you catch my drift of why I'm saying this, is because people make a lot of decisions based on how they feel. Now, when somebody hurts you, instantly you're going to get on the defense. It's a natural defense mechanism for you to, get defensive when someone is coming at you. But when somebody hurts you, your feelings will tell you, oh, maybe they didn't mean it. See, and that's how you can get manipulated. See, when you cut people too much slack and knowing that the action was not warranted for, you making this excuse for them of what they did to you. So when it comes to the reality of this is the fact they knew exactly what they were doing. See, it's like, and I see, I would have to admit that I do see us Pisces doing this a lot. Is that we are so quick in a hurry to say, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, like, let's say you're walking into a grocery store and you notice, as a Pisces, you notice that the person in front of you didn't hold the door open. See, but it's almost like you can see what they're doing, but then you may start apologizing for them, but they actually knew what they were doing the whole time. They were just being an asshole. They didn't want to hold the door open for you. So it's like, even if it's something that petty, you still have to apply it to where you're not making, using your feelings to make an excuse for that person for not holding the door open for you. Because what that does is that makes the other person get away with it. Then they take advantage. Now, another thing is, when it comes to your feelings, why your feelings is your enemy. See, Pisces, when it comes to your feelings will tell you things to overwhelm you. See, your feelings make things over complicated than they actually are. So if you go off of, oh, this just that feeling that you could just be having a bad day, you could just be in a really bad mood for the day. But you have to snap out of it when you make decisions, because if you carry that same rainy snowstorm or whatever of a mood with you and carry it all day, then everything you do throughout the day is going to feel like shit, and everything's going to feel like somebody's coming at you. Somebody said something in a certain type of way, and you might start, hallucinating, thinking that everybody's against you, but it's really your feelings. Your feelings, you're fighting your feelings, and that's what is keeping you in that dark spot, that dark place. Now, when it comes to your feelings, like I say, they will overwhelm you, and this will cause you to overreact. See, now let me see. Somebody said go back to Africa. That's crazy, you guys. I mean, hey man, it is what it is, you guys. Now, the next thing is your feelings. Okay, they often would say things to you, and it could, like I said, could make you overreact. So another thing that you gotta be careful with is tricking yourself. So your feelings can tell you something just to make you feel good in the moment, but actually basically you wasn't supposed to feel good in the moment. So how does this look? Let's say someone, let's say you're surrounded by enemies in the workplace, and all of a sudden you tell yourself your feelings is trying to make you feel better. So you tell yourself, oh, everybody here doesn't have an issue with me, or hey, they all love me. And you start telling yourself that to make yourself feel better in the moment. Because hey, you may feel some sort of type, you may feel some sort of sadness, you may feel like crying, you may feel like that fight or flight type of vibe. And what you have to do is just face that reality. You can't run from it and say, "Oh yeah, everybody here loves me. I'm just overreacting." In the moment when this happens, you have to know that no, you actually are surrounded by enemies, and don't let your feelings try to convince you that you're not. Now, when it comes to your feelings, another way your feelings can fight, can literally you could be attacked by your own feelings, is the fact that your feelings can communicate to you and tell you that, oh, I don't want to lose these people. See, in the moment, you can actually be attacked by how you feel, where your feelings start to try to save face for these people, aka enemies, anyone, or any unfortunate situation that applies. So when this when this happens, reality will tell you, oh, you already lost yourself, basically trying to keep you. So, or it could be, or you could say it could be, it could be related to that person. So you got to be careful, because in a situation that's not warranted, let these people go. Don't try to, feel them out. Don't try to, ask yourself these questions where, oh, do I want to lose these people? Or hey, hey, if I was to walk away, how would these people feel? Because you're applying your feelings to it. This is what I'm saying. So when it comes to another example, is the fact that your feelings will say, oh, maybe I should help these people. See, not, and then the reality is that these people are your enemies. See, or these people don't like you, or these people don't want to be bothered with you. But then you remember the worst thing, and I would say, because I actually came across a situation like this where I knew a Pisces that was, always trying to heal somebody, like always trying to make everybody feel better. So what ended up happening, remember I said you gotta make sure you are okay before you go out and try to rescue other people, because you can't save everybody and make everybody feel better. You just can't. So with that being said, this person will always try to put a smile on other people's face and try to go out there and risk their own lives. Put it like that. Now, what ended up happening was that person got overwhelmed. See, because when it comes to your feelings telling you, oh, I should go out there and help everybody, or hey, I should go out there and put a smile on this person that's frowning, or this person is having a bad day, perhaps you just got to ignore it. See, just because you see other people not looking happy and it makes you feel some type of way, you just got to move on from it. Now, the next example is the fact your feelings will tell you to feel guilty for saying no. See, your feelings get in a way, and they also dissolve your boundaries. So when you use feelings, it will make you it will make you delusional to your boundaries and where they stand regarding others, which is dangerous, because you can almost make space for something that wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Your boundary is already set, so why would you override that with how you feel? See, that's just how strong and how powerful your emotions are, just as well as your feelings, and they are different from one another. But you have to keep them separately. You have to keep them for a separate reason, and when to apply them and how to filter it. Now, another thing, another thing that how your feelings can trip you up is that your feelings will try to make you feel guilty by telling you, oh, you should care because, oh, this person looked out for you. That's one of the biggest traps that a Pisces may experience when it comes to this. Now, your feelings may also make you feel abandoned in such a way, because if you going into a situation, maybe you could have helped, but hey, you didn't, and then all of a sudden those feelings could just start to swarm in and make you feel overwhelmed, to where you will start feeling bad. It's like, oh, now I feel abandoned. Now I done ran everybody off, or hey, I escaped, or hey, I left those people. So that's another thing. You don't want to fear You don't want to fear the whole loneliness thing behind it. You don't want to fear, oh, that you're going to be by yourself, because it will only be temporary. Now, another thing is the fact that your feelings can make you feel as though you were misguided, or hey, that you got around the wrong people. I don't know if you guys